This is Ruth Hamilton, and today I have got the brand new craft kit from Tonic Studios, and this one's called the Delicate Decor Gift Box. So this is actually number 53, it's the March one, 53 if you're still counting, and I'm just about to open it up and have a look inside, and I actually have had a little peek myself already, and it's absolutely stunning. Beautiful, beautiful spring colours. So let's have a little look. So as you know, when you open one of these boxes, first of all, you'll get all the beautiful papers and cards in this one, and then the dies and stamps will be in here, and in this little packet you'll get lots of beautiful Craft Perfect and Nouveau products that will complement all of these things together. So I'll go ahead and open it up, and we'll maybe have just a little look at the papers first of all, and then we'll peep into what's in the rest of them. So first of all, we have a beautiful sea salt green classic card, and that's one of the Craft Perfect texture weave cards, and then there's buttermilk yellow. So they're absolutely beautiful together. And then we've got this spring silver mirror card, so that's a kind of satin mirror card there, and that is really beautiful. It's got a kind of a greeny tinge of it, as you can see there. I think that's picking it up. Now these two are absolutely stunning, but I just don't want to open them right up. You can see there, this one is called Champagne Gold, and that's a mirror card. And I'm picking up some reflections that I didn't want to there, but anyhow, that is Champagne Gold, as I said. It's absolutely stunning. It's a very, very delicate and clean kind of colour. So I've set that aside, and then we've got Water Sprite, and that is an iridescent card. So that is mirror card, but as you can see, it's got that iridescent quality to it as well, and that's got a kind of greeny tinge off it too. And then we have speciality card, and this one is called Double Cream. I just want to show you the beautiful texture in there. I hope you can see that, but it's absolutely stunning. Next we have a brand new card, and this one is an ombre glitter card. You really want to see this out in all its glory. I'll hold it this way just so you can see. It's a very, very fine textured, delicate, very luxurious feel of a card, and as you can see, it's ombre, so it starts off light here and works its way up to dark there. And this one is called Opalescent Green. It's absolutely beautiful, and I hope that this is the start of something new, and we'll see some new colours in this as well, because it's just stunning. And this one then is Lemon Sherbet, and that's a glitter card, and there's the beautiful texture of that one as well. Now, on top of all of that, as if that wasn't good enough, we have got 8 pieces of A4 patterned paper, and these work beautifully along with the card that we've already had there. Now these are double-sided, so as you can see, each one I have just turned over so that you can have the reverse, and that's the one below it there. But I'll just hold it up, and you can see there that there are very delicate squares and patterns, a tiny, tiny leaf pattern there, beautiful dashed line, and another little leaf pattern, and some stripes, and then this floral pattern. Well, all of those together, you're getting 8 pieces of that, and all of that works with this really, really beautifully. Now I'll just pop those to one side, and we'll open this little packet next. So inside here we have Pure Sheen Confetti, and that's called Opal Cream, and you can see it's got a kind of green iridescent, cream and green iridescent quality to it, and again in one of these beautiful new bottles that we've just seen lately. So that's that one. There's a beautiful sparkle spray, and this one is called Cream Gold. You see that there? And then we have some ink, and this one is French Macaroon. There we are. We have Stone Drops. The colour of those is so beautiful. It's just like that sea salt green card there, and it's really, really lovely together. And this one is called Crushed Aloe. Crushed Aloe, in that beautiful little well-known Stone Drop bottle. There is a little tester pot of frayed leaf embossing powder, and that will work beautifully with that as well. some gorgeous cream ribbon, and this is buttermilk, so it has a tiny bit of texture on it as well there. Crafter's ribbon, and this is 15mm, so it's lovely and broad. And then we have gorgeous little gems. I think you can see there's a lovely gold feel off those as well, and a few different sizes. And to top all of that off, we've got some double-sided red line tape, and this is the 6mm one, so it's nice and fine, and you'll be able to use that on lots of your projects. Just having a look at the dies in the packet, I've taken them out of the little folder that they come in, and I've removed the plastic from them just so that there's no glare. But you can see that there's a little instruction sheet. It's only 3 steps, but that's all it needs because this is actually really simple. The actual box itself is so simple to make. You just cut out 2 of these, glue them together at the side, fold them over. You've got the basis for the box, and then you can thread through the top and glue the bottom. That is all there is to it. It's actually really easy. So that then is the main die. That's the one that you're going to be cutting out twice. That one, when it's glued together, just makes the whole box. That's it. I'll show you that on the back of this. That's actually all you need just to make the box. So the box will look like this if you just cut that out twice and attach them together. But obviously then we've got panels. So this rectangle one here can go in the front and back there. You've also got decorative panels for these. Now this is a half, what I would call a half die, so you would use it to cut the top half and then run the thing through the machine again with it on the bottom, and you can do that as well. This one is a panel for the side, both sides, and you can use either of these decorative panels in it. And then we've got this for the top, and these fit inside there as well. Then we've got the tags and little sentiments, and I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but with these debossed sentiments, they stand out really well if you use them on mirror card, and there's quite a lot of that in this kit, so that would be lovely, and this one as well. So there are the stamps as well. To a special friend, made with love, with all my love, and just for you. And then the oval as well. And don't forget we've got the oval here with these 2 shapes. I have cut this die out twice in the lovely buttermilk yellow, and I've added high-tack tape down here and burnished all the little embossed or debossed, whatever, score lines on that. So what you do now is just attach this on top of here, just leaving enough. Now don't put that so tight that it won't bend round properly. Leave a little tiny little sliver down there so that it folds properly. Glue that together. You can use wet glue or you can use this, and then we'll attach these 2 sides and glue the bottom. Now if you were wanting to use any of the decorative dies to take pieces out of this and make a pattern in that, this is the stage where you would do that. But if you're going to just add them on top, you can just leave that and add the decorative panels on after if you like. You can do it now or after, just whatever suits. Now I wanted to add a little shaker element onto the front of this box. To get this decorative panel then I used the rectangle die with this one taped into the top, and then I also taped the oval in there as well, and I ran that through, and then I kept the oval and the outside die in place, and I only moved this one, and I moved that around here and ran it through the die cutting machine again, and that meant then that the mirror card didn't get marked or damaged in any way by my plates, and that gave me this lovely shape here. Now my box is this lovely yellow. I wanted to show it off, but I thought I would like that backed onto something, especially for the shaker element that's going in behind it. So I cut another rectangle out, and then I taped this die inside. Now I worked out where this was because I set this one on top first of all. Then I put this into the centre. I removed this one and I knew that was going to be in the right place. Now when you're taping that to this, don't forget to keep this one around the outside, because if your plate has any marks on it at all, it will mark this mirror card as it goes through if there's only the one die on it, and this one protects it. And also, you don't want to put your tape or whatever that's holding this on across here, because that will make marks on it. There's a piece that gets removed from the centre here, that's this piece, and if you put a piece of tape across there, that will hold it in place, and it means that this part won't get marked, and that's easily removed afterwards. So we've got those two, and what I want to do is glue that one on top, because I thought that looked like a really beautiful embossed kind of pattern. Then I have cut myself a piece of acetate. I'm not sure where I've set it, but it's yeah, there it is. So it's a piece of acetate, and that is 7 centimeters by 8 centimeters. I've put some of the high-tack tape along there, and I'm going to glue that on there. Then I am going to put some little foam squares just around here, and add some of these beautiful opal cream confetti pieces inside that, and back that onto the beautiful piece of glitter card that I have cut out, and then that's good to go. There's the glitter card. It's absolutely beautiful, lovely and smooth, and that will go on the top, and then I'll put the whole thing onto the front of the box. So you probably noticed there that I added the 3D foam pads around there really tightly, so you need to have no gaps whatsoever, otherwise this the confetti or the sequins or whatever you're using inside can escape out through that. Then I removed the backing off them so that I didn't have to jerk that about. I still managed to get a couple of little bits of confetti stuck to the foam pads, but they're very thin. They're lovely tiny delicate ones there, and it didn't really matter. I removed a couple of them and was able to just go ahead. You probably also noticed that I used a little bit of glue on top of the 3D foam pads. I always do that if I'm gluing something on top of glitter card or something like that, just to give it an extra little bit of grab. And now I'm going to just glue this onto the front of the box, and then I'll go back and make some panels for the sides. But isn't that just gorgeous? Look at that. That's the front attached properly there. For the top then I have used this little outside die with the inner die. I've used those both together, and I have cut that out twice. So that's on there, and it's also on the back. And then I have used these two together and given myself the lovely side panels. And then I took the dies that I used on the front there, and I've created the same panel here, but I didn't back it onto anything. I put it straight onto the yellow card. And you can see it, look at the yellow coming through there, and it looks really beautiful. And then I took these two dies together, and I cut them with the same card that I've backed in behind there, and I put that on top, and that sort of ties everything together. Then I took this little tag die and the one that says "With Love." This way I taped them both together, and I cut out this little tag and I have just attached that all together with some lovely white ribbon. So that's the first little box made, and I'm going to go back and have another look at the dies and see something else that I can make with it. Now I've decided to make a little box this time that you can see into the inside of it. So I've cut the two panels, I have them taped together here, and I've got red liner tape down here as well. But before I go ahead and attach the side to that, then I wanted to take this piece out. So I've used the other die, it's just slightly different from the one that I used before there. And I've done the same thing, used it top and then bottom and run it through the machine, but into the panel this time without cutting the rectangle out first, so it's actually just into the panel. And then when I had that cut out, I took this little oval die and I've cut an oval aperture in that as well. So I wanted to put some acetate on the back of that, and I thought the easiest way of doing that, so that the glue or whatever that I'm holding it down with wasn't visible, so I didn't get any of it just in the wrong place. I have put the very fine high-tack tape just around where the pattern is on the inside of this. I'm just taking the backing off it now. That's it, just there, and that means that if I happen to put some of that on top of the, oh dear, this is always the same, this stuff, isn't it? If I happen to put some of that on here and it overlaps and you get shiny bits showing through, that's just not what I wanted. So this is 9.5 by 7, and it just fits nicely in there. I'll stand up and make sure I get it centered right, but that way it's going to go on and you're not going to have any of that showing through, and it fits in nicely there too. And you've now got a little box that you can put something in, and you can see it on the inside there. And I'll go ahead and assemble this then. I've used the plain panels this time to put the patterned paper onto the sides and on the top here, and then I cut out an oval and put it on here as well. And when I looked inside there, I thought, well, you could fill that with chocolates, or you could fill it with a lovely little gift, whatever you like. But I thought, as I had some card here and some more of the paper, that I would make some tiny little cards that would fit inside, and that would make a nice little gift for someone, and they could have little thank you cards or nice little cards to send to someone. And I've just made 4 tiny cards. You could make a lot more. You could put a lot more detail on them. These are just for example, but the patterned die that I used in the centre, I've cut that out with some of the patterned paper, and I've added 2 onto a little card here that I made for the inside. The little plain yellow, buttermilk yellow one with the stone drops on, and this one I've just buttermilk yellow with the thank you and then the stone drops. And I used the little die that's for the shoulder of the box to cut the pattern, and I cut that into one of the, actually it was the yellow oval that came out of here, and I've put that onto some patterned paper. And when the stone drops dry, I'm going to put those inside there. So there's actually loads more in that kit that I haven't used, and as always, the dies are fantastic to be used with any colour of paper that you like. Any other dies that you've already got that you could use in conjunction with them. Lovely flowers and things in the front of that, just whatever you fancy. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making those. Really love that shaker box there. So I was very happy with how these turned out. So if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up. And if you don't already subscribe, I'd love you to do that as well. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll get to hear about any videos as I publish them. So thank you very much. Again, as always, my affiliate links to the kit will be down in the description below this video, and I really do appreciate everybody who buys through those as well. So until next time, don't forget to let me know what you think as well. I love to chat to you, I love to hear what you think, and keep safe and keep well, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.